Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 17 of distant learning. Today is Tuesday, and I am here to deliver your reading lesson. All right, so for reading today, you will be completing your 30 minutes of reading and reviewing point of view with me. So if you can, go ahead and turn to the Tuesday page in your packet and pause the video once you get there and go ahead and read that page for me. Alrighty, so go ahead and pause. And welcome back. So let's talk about narrators. Narrators are people or characters who tell a story. So remember that the author writes the story, but the narrator tells the story. Point of view is the view that the narrator or the character has about a specific topic or event in the story. Okay, again, the point of view is the view that the narrator or character has about a topic or event. What that means is the narrator or character has thoughts and feelings. Okay, the narrator or character, they have thoughts or feelings, okay? And the way that they describe those thoughts and feelings reveals or shows us their point of view. So let's think back to yesterday's story, A Special Pet, okay? After reading that story, what were Anthony's thoughts and feelings about Dr. Einstein? How did he feel about Dr. Einstein? Well, we know that Anthony's wish was granted when his uncle came over and gave him the parrot, right? He was excited. He was happy. I mean, he had wanted a parrot and he got one, okay? He was happy about it. Then he discovered that the parrot was very intelligent, and Anthony was very enthusiastic about this. He tried having a conversation with the parrot, and the parrot answered him. He didn't just repeat the things that he said. They had conversations. He asked the parrot a question, and the parrot answers his question. And then Anthony, at the end, it tells us that Anthony smiles because he knew that he had a very special pet, okay? This shows that he's happy to know that his pet is special. All those details, these thoughts and these feelings that Anthony had about his parrot tells us Anthony's point of view. So if I were to ask you, what is Anthony's point of view on Dr. Einstein? You would tell me Anthony thinks his parrot is a special pet because Dr. Einstein is so intelligent that he can talk. That's his point of view. We went over the details that they gave us about his thoughts and his feelings that we gathered from the story to tell us what Anthony's point of view was, which is what he thinks about his parrot. His thoughts and his feelings, point of view, okay? Today you are going to read a story called Death Valley. When you are finished, you're going to answer the following questions, okay? There's only 2 of them, so listen as I read them out loud. What was the narrator's point of view of Death Valley? So what that question is asking is, how did the narrator think or feel about Death Valley? Okay? How did he think or feel about Death Valley? The next question says, what is Uncle Mert's point of view on the water of Death Valley? So that question is asking, how does Uncle Mert feel or think about the water of Death Valley? Alrighty. Be sure to find and underline the details in the story that support your answers to these questions, okay? It's very important that you locate these answers to those questions, alrighty? And that is it for reading. Now, science. The remainder of this video is completely optional. You are more than welcome to do it along with us, or go ahead and get your 30 minutes of reading done. All right. So if you're with us, go ahead and turn to the Tuesday page in your science packet. You'll see a picture of a bear on the left side of that page at the top. Give you a second to get there. Okay. So observing the picture of this bear, what that means, observe, look, okay? Observe means to look. So observe or look at the picture of this bear. To the right of the picture, I want for you to write down everything that you notice about the bear. Just by looking at it, what do you notice? Okay. And then underneath where you write what you notice, I want for you to write down what do you wonder about the bear. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video to do so. And welcome back. All right, so today we are going to investigate what happens when animals hibernate. Okay. Now, I want to remind you that at the beginning of this lesson, you are only to hypothesize, which means make a prediction. Okay, you are going to predict your answers. Okay, I do not expect you to know the answers yet. Okay, because we haven't learned this, we're learning it now. So remember that the beginning of this is just guesses. You're just making guesses. No stress. All right, so moving on to the inquiry activity, which is the section underneath the bear picture, it says, investigate what happens when animals hibernate. Consider the think about it question. Make a prediction and then follow the procedures to answer the question. Now the question says, what happens to an animal's food energy usage when they are more active? So here it says, think about it. How do animals survive the winter when food is not available? Go ahead and pause this and write down your answer there for how do animals survive the winter when food is not available. And unpause. Welcome back. All right, so the next question says, make a prediction. What happens to an animal's food energy usage when they are more active? So right there, you're going to write, what do you think happens to their food energy when they are more active? Okay, go ahead and pause the video and answer that question. And welcome back. So now we're going to do a procedure. We are going to run in place for a total of 2 minutes. If you got a clock or a watch, I know you guys know how to read those clocks now. Okay, you're going to run in place for 2 minutes. Count the number of times when your heart beats in 30 seconds. So you run for 2 minutes and then you stop. You will place your hand on your heart and you will count how many times you hear it beat in 30 seconds. Okay? Then you will multiply, ooh, that multiplication, we're doing math here. Multiply the number of beats that you counted by 2. So the number that you counted of your heart beating, you'll multiply that by 2. Alrighty, and that will help you find the number of heartbeats that you have per minute. Next, you will sit very still and relax your entire body for 5 minutes. You will repeat steps 2 and 3, and you will record all the data in the data table given in your packet. Okay, so you're going to write down how many beats you can count in 30 seconds after you run for a total of 2 minutes. Then you will multiply that by 2, which it says there on the packet, and then you will write down your answer, and that tells you how many beats are in a minute. Okay. Once you've completed your chart, you will compare your heart rate a minute after exercising to your heart rate a minute after resting. Then the next question says, when do you think your body was using the most energy? And why was it using the most energy then? And then your exit slip for today says, how does hibernation help animals survive? Alrighty, so you've got some super exciting things to get done in science today. Remember that if you have any questions, whether it be in reading, math, science, anything, please reach out to us, okay? I will put mine and Miss Hernandez's phone number on here. Give us a call, shoot us a text, hit us up on WhatsApp. Point out, you can message us on Dojo, you can message us on the Facebook page, whatever works for y'all, okay? But please reach out if you have any questions. We're here to help you. All right, we are here for you. All right, so I miss you guys. I'm looking forward. Remember, tomorrow is Wednesday, so at 11 o'clock we will be having our Zoom meeting. Okay. I'm super duper duper looking forward to seeing you guys then. Alrighty. Have a wonderful and safe Tuesday. Bye, y'all.